At this time, I'd like to ask David Schlafly's son Ari to come forward. Ari's brave enough, he'll say a few words. If not, his father will say it. We had many people who helped contribute to the significance of this little circle cycle. Shared with us, Lee and Stuart shared with us the bar mitzvah of Max. Ari and his bar mitzvah this past year decided to dedicate his bar mitzvah gifts of money to this Torah.
Ari's a little bit shy, so I'm going to say a few words. Last summer, my wife and 3 children went to Israel. Unknowingly, got caught in the war there. My kids were at summer camp up north, largely away from the action, but my wife is in Jerusalem. And I was here following every rocket and every event through CNN, through applications on the iPad. When I heard about the 7 Golani soldiers that were killed in the first week of the war, it touched a deep chord in myself as well. I was a soldier in Golani back in 1976. My family had moved to Israel after my bar mitzvah. I wasn't a lone soldier like Max, but when I heard Stuart and Evie describing all the obstacle courses and the walls he had to climb over, I remembered every last step and every same effort that I had to make. And it really touched the place. And when I heard that there were 30,000 people there, I managed to get my mother and wife to clip all the newspaper clippings, and when I came back, I knew I had to do something. I was lucky to attend the memorial service for the Saban Theater, and then I reached out to them on Facebook. I'd never met them before either, and made a connection with Stuart. And with my son's bar mitzvah about to happen, we decided this would be a perfect cause to give back both to Golani to the Jewish people. Right now, you all see these Golani kippahs. We actually came up with the idea last for the bar mitzvah, and now every time we go to a basketball game on the west side, different schools, Ari's friends are all wearing these kippahs, and it's a small way we can keep Max's memory alive. And we're glad to see that the family is continuing that tradition as well, and it'll be our honor to be able to give some of those to the Golani soldiers back in Jerusalem. Our children are taught in school, Kol Yisrael, or Evim Zelazeh, that we're all responsible for each other. And unfortunately, we've had many opportunities over the last year between the deaths of 3 teenagers, between Max's death and others, to show our support and to make that a living trust. I also was able to attend the funeral of Michael Levine. I don't remember, it was 5 or 6 years ago. I happened to be in Israel for the summer. It was on Tisha B'Av. And again, with my brother-in-law, there were thousands of people, Americans, Israelis, paratroopers in that case. In this case, it was Golani. And I'm glad that we all can honor Max's memory and be present. Thank you very much.
Be careful of steps. Last step I went up, so I got this. Before I turn it over to Ellie, I just wanted to say one comment about our Consul General. You know, I have the privilege to have a son who's a lone soldier. And during that period of time, I looked at the same cause, how do families get involved and how do parents get involved. And I have to give David credit because at one point I thought we were going to do lone parents. I must admit, my good buddy Ellie thought lone parents meant that we're home alone but doing nothing with anybody else, or we're old, we're looking for a match. But indeed, David correctly pointed out to me that it's not just the parents, it's the grandparents, it's the brothers and sisters, that's the families. So we've adopted the name families, and I give full credit to our Consul General who understood the need, who understood the cause. And without that, honestly, I don't know where we'd be. I think as you heard Stuart and Evie embrace what we are doing and trying to do, and will continue to do for years to come. It's because of the vision of all the people in this room, the consulate, the Steinbergs, that we're able to go forward. And before I turn over to make a few presentations of those who have been significant to this cause, I'd just like to acknowledge anybody in this room who has served as a lone soldier. Please stand up at this time. Anybody, I don't care when you did it. There you go. All of you. You know, not be standing up because of lone soldier. Ellie?